Aloha. I wanted to make a real quick video as a message to the New Age community, this artificial ass New Age community who is saying that it's one thing but is actually administering itself as something else. And I'm making this video right now. I said in the title it's going to be graphic because I might lose my shit in the middle of this video and throw out all kinds of whatever you want to call them words in relation to how I feel about this. I don't give a shit about the individuals who are falling into this program, who are doing it on their own. And like I said, even in previous videos, and like all the people already know, each person does choose their own reality. That is understood. This is more focused on the innocent ones, these 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old little kids, basically, who are realizing that their entire reality, their entire system was a fucking sham. It was a joke. It is a control grid. It has affected their parents. It has affected their grandparents. It is affecting their kids right now. It is affecting every single layer of society, culture, our history, and even what we call progress, innovation, and the so-called evolution. This artificial New Age version of reality is more destructive than the control grid itself, because it is an extension of the control grid itself. It is an illusion. It is using old programs within new systems. And when you do that, you are starting to access different layers of reality that are not of your highest vibration, your highest resonance, or your maximum potential, which is actually the design of the separation program itself. This is why you have all these so-called spiritual thoughts out there fucking everybody and just talking about everything is about sex and love and light and all that stuff. It's only about all that because these individuals haven't done the fucking shit that they need, the work that they need to do on every level before they start telling other people what they should and shouldn't be doing. You can access energies in all of your lower chakras and your heart chakra and your throat and your third eye and your crown chakra. But if you haven't anchored your energy and done the healing work that needs to be done in your subtle body energies, in your lower chakras, if you haven't healed that space, then you will be activating those portals from a generic backwards ass program that will be an extension of the old ways. This is why you have all these young kids who are talking about, oh yeah, you're a vegan, oh I'm a vegan too, why don't we just fuck each other and have 10 babies? Oh you're such a deep guru, why don't we get together and talk about crystals and oils and magic and meditation? You do yoga? Oh, I do yoga too. Here's my vagina. Oh great, how about some dick? Like, it's just this totally focused energy on one version of reality. It's taking the old versions and instituting them into this new program. Now, I'm not saying don't have sex and do all this other stuff. What I'm saying is that there's a very definite program that is being manipulated on an individual and a personal scale to benefit energies that still have fucking work to do. They still got a lot of work to do. And these people who have all these, these people that have all these followers and all these other things, these followers are falling into a trap that somebody else has entrapped themselves into. Why? Because maybe they're cute, maybe because they're attractive in some kind of way, maybe they have some kind of good something that is attractive to people. Whatever it is that attracts people, there's a difference there between, there's a responsibility there, is my main point. And if we don't hold ourselves to our own responsibilities to heal and to anchor ourselves as deeply as possible and change constantly expand, constantly evolve. If you lock yourself into one version of reality and you don't change yourself and you got 100,000 followers, those followers are going to be just like the television does for the masses. You are a version of the television. And if your shit is no different than the garbage that gets put through the local media and the mainstream media. This is why you have all these YouTube sensations. They get pumped out on the trending pages. They pick this stuff. It gets pumped out on Facebook and Instagram. It's a design to keep people on a particular vibration, just as the local news keeps people in the fear vibration, in the survival mentality. These social media YouTube stars, they are out there to keep the consciousness of the entire collective thinking a certain way and acting a certain way and talking about certain things. This is why you have these actors getting involved in politics right now. There's a fine line between the grid that doesn't at all change this old paradigm and this so-called new age community. That fine line is very, very, very destructive. And like I said in the beginning, yes, I understand everybody chooses their path and all this shit. I understand that. What I'm saying is that there are individuals who are choosing and making other paths for other people that they themselves still have a lot of work to do. So you could be sending these individuals down a path that is more destructive than the path that they would be on if they didn't have you telling them what to do. Innocent kids falling into these programs. There's a difference between that. And the main thing is that they don't change. These people don't change. They're never wrong. They're never evolving. They're never adjusting anything. It's only a repetition sort of thing. It's just like, let me see what kind of makeup you can put on, or what kind of food you can make, or what kind of trend you're doing on your video that's the same as everybody else. That happens in the pop culture YouTube community and within the new so-called new age YouTube community. This shit is fucking destructive. And I'm not saying don't laugh. I'm not saying don't have a good time. Don't make fun and all this other stuff. What I'm saying is that there is a side that exists that needs to be addressed, that is very destructive, that is not being addressed because people are so caught up in their one version of reality and never wanting to test themselves or expand themselves or challenge their own fucking egos because of whatever they've created themselves to be. You can joke and laugh all you want, but the reason I'm making this video right now is because people are in ceremony. People are moving some heavy life force energies for themselves, for their families, and for the entire collective. And the very fact that these energies are being anchored into the individuals a lot of the times, and being anchored into some artificial idea, artificial intelligence, technology, transhumanism, whatever the fuck it is, it's not for the benefit of the individual. People think it's for the benefit of the individual, and they feel because they're in this love and light perspective that they're doing good, they're doing whatever they've come here to do with their spirit and all this shit. But they're missing the entire point of this journey is forever growing, forever changing. You are forever growing, waking up forever. So if you get caught in this rut of, well, I don't know what to, because you haven't changed, because you haven't evolved yourself, you haven't expanded, there's something else there that you need to heal or go deeper into understanding. These fake ass gurus have been out for a long ass time. And it's not just gurus. It's all kinds of people. Fake ass yoga teachers, fake ass people that are just thinking on these shallow ass layers because they have nowhere to put this energy. They're, oh, you're a vegan? I'm a vegan too. Oh, let's have 1,000,000 babies. That's an extension of the grid. That's what this whole program wants. It wants you to stay on the shallow layer of crystals and oils and Western yoga and generic ass meditation and psychedelics that are just for one purpose, and you can't even interpret that energy. That's the main thing. It's taking these tools and worshiping these tools, just as you would worship a guru or your yoga instructor or whatever, or worship some kind of tool. These are all tools. And then you have these the people who take these tools and then institute these tools into some kind of control grid to benefit themselves, all in the name of love and light. So it's like these spiritual thoughts out there, just throwing their ass all over the place, talking about, oh, this is love and light, this is the new age, this is free this and free that. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm not saying for the individual to do or not do anything in this video right now. This expression is being shared right now in reference to the innocent individuals who are just looking for information or looking for something to help them understand what is going on, so they don't fall, to help them discern from these fake ass people and these fake ass ideas of what your expansion of consciousness is and all this other shit. It's some bogus ass people out there that are holding some dark, fucked up ass energies that don't give one shit about you. So whether they focus that energy into themselves and just act like a damn thought and all kinds of fucking loose ass shit and just be whatever kind of bullshit they are, then, or they're taking entire groups of people and limiting them in this constricted frame of mind that won't allow them, is just creating another box. Won't allow people to get out of that box because their teachers are stuck in that box, because their teachers don't want to lose what it is that they've built up for however many. Some of these YouTube people are like 6 months, 200,000 followers, and gurus who have been doing this for 30 years, taking advantage of people. With the internet and how it's being manipulated and filtered, it's easier to get thought processes out there that tell the particular story. The artificial new age is benefiting the control grid because it's a distraction. It's distracting people from themselves and distracting the consciousness as a whole from understanding the connections, the relationships between the physical reality and the spiritual reality, and what each individual soul journey has come here to do.